Hi guys, this is Andrew, or Bolt, or Nugget21, whichever you prefer, and today I'm playing Tombi. Also here to jam a little bit more about, some stuff going on the RP board. I hope you enjoyed the last one, and I might make this a daily or weekly thing, really depends, so if you guys like this, let me know. I want to go to memory card slot 1. Now, this game is interesting. You essentially play as a kid with pink hair, and you run around abusing pigs, because the attack animation looks like he is doing unspeakable things to pigs. So, yeah, this is going to be an interesting game to start one of my little RP things off on. So, I think I should start off with, if you guys got to know Ember yet, she's a new member on the board, and, I've been reading her posts, and, Ember's whole deal is, she's a dragon, same size as a pony, around Bolt size, which is interesting. There could be some, mating dichotomy going on there, even though, Bolt is into Nova, but we'll see how that goes. And, Ember is a pink dragoness, and she lives in a pink mansion, and everything she owns is pink, so we get it. She likes pink. She's nuts. She is extremely girly, and she's very wealthy. She actually she acts more like a cantaloupe pony than a dragon, actually. And oh god, see, this is what I meant by you abuse pigs. You're like, oh yes, just yes. Anyway, it's very disturbing, and she acts more like a cantaloupe pony than a yes, that plant just farted. She acts more like a cantaloupe pony than a dragon, because when she grew up, I was reading her one of the things she was explaining to Nova, when she grew up, she didn't like being a dragon. It was all dirty, and it was all dirty and all that type of jazz. So eventually, she left her nest and moved out to Canterlot, and she always kept pride in keeping her scales shiny, and she thought, well, you know, how can I do this? How can I live among ponies? And one day she went to Canterlot and she saw a bunch of ponies who were having problems and blemishes with their fur and coats. So I'm like, that's interesting. Oh fuck, I should probably start it down. No, okay, I can do this. Okay. So, yeah, like I was saying, Ember, she went to Canterlot, and she saw a bunch of ponies were having trouble with their coats, so, and she always had this mixture that kept her scales nice and shiny, so she's like, well, you know what, if it worked on my scales, why can't it work with ponies? She showed them how it works, and they were really happy with their shiny coats. Naturally, they started to buy it off her, so she came back the next day with more bottles, and then jacked up the price, the savvy business dragoness that she is, and then after she got a bit of cash, she enrolled in a, what was it, debutante school, or elegance and etiquette type of thing, some type of like finishing school that teaches manners, and she wanted to learn to conduct herself properly amongst the upper class at Canterlot, and she became a very regal and proper dragoness, and as the years went on, as she studied, she eventually made more products for Maine's tails, and I think she said wax for Colt's hooves, and yeah, when she graduated as the first dragon debutante ever, and now she's one of the first properly etiquetted dragons living among equestrian society, so that's interesting. And she lives in a small mansion in Canterlot, and everything is pink. She's a very nice dragon. She, what do you call it? She's actually, when she first met Bolt, she knocked him out with gas in her makeup compact because he assumed that he was taking advantage of a drunken mare, which he wasn't, because Bolt is a really nice guy, but it was nice of her to stick up to Nova, and then, you know, she saw Nova through a hangover and explained her past, and yeah, I'm looking forward to see what Ember's gonna be doing more in the future. And Nova, you all know her, she is our Auyucorn leader. No, Nova's not an Auyucorn, she's a Pegasus, but Nova's a very interesting pony too. If you haven't read her bio, pardon me, I'm about to belch. If you haven't read Nova's bio, what actually happened was, when she was little, her parents came from a long line of only unicorns. And naturally, when a little Pegasus came into the family, they weren't exactly happy. They were the very prim and proper type of, you know, we take such pride in being a powerful unicorn bloodline. And when Nova was a Pegasus, well, they were very disappointed, so they did any and everything they could to try and make their daughter a unicorn or get her some type of magic. They even went as far as casting spells on her to hide her wings and do illusions to make it look like she had a horn, which was quite sad. And dragons are very magical creatures, so in one of their experiments to try and turn Nova into a unicorn, they had her spend gratuitous amounts of time with a dragon nest not far from Canterlot, and this dragon nest actually belonged to Bolt's mother. Now, when Nova was growing up, she'd be left there for days at a time just to play with the chicks, and maybe, by hanging out with them, she'd absorb some type of magic from them, because, dragons are magical beings. They, radiate magic. It pumps through their veins. It's like their lifeblood, with the magical fire and the enhanced strength and all that type of stuff they possess. So, Nova's spent day by day studying the dragons, and she played with the baby ones, and this tiniest one, he was so much smaller than his sibling, was a little blue one, and that ended up being Bolt. So, here's where it gets interesting, and I'm about to eat this chicken, nom 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 nom, and I've got a frog on my back. This game is weird. You thought Mario was trippy, Jesus. So yeah, I'm gonna go take the frog here. Where was I going? Something about Nova. Oh, that's right. And, one day, her parents got impatient. Very, very impatient. Oh, extra life. And they more or less started yelling at the dragon, saying, give our daughter magical powers. Naturally, this didn't go down too well with the mother dragon, and she ate Nova's parents. I'd say it's a loss, but Nova's parents seem like they fucking suck anyway, so, not a massive loss there. And then, Bolt's mother was rampaging out of control, and she was gonna eat Nova, and probably the rest of the chicks as well, if, she didn't calm down. And that's when Nova's Cutie Mark appeared. Using all the knowledge she's learned of dragons in the past couple of days she was there, she more or less shouted, and then Bolt's mother stopped in her tracks, and her eyes were glowing a bright purple, the same color as Nova's Cutie Mark, and that's when Nova's Cutie Mark appeared. And I also think that's when her mane turned to a flame type of red, because if you notice, her hair looks a little like dancing fire. Very elegant, nice / wild mane. And earlier on, when Bolt's parents were shooting lasers at the dragon, saying, more or less, you stupid dragon, why aren't you giving us what we want? One of the lasers from the unicorns hit Bolt's wing as a baby, and then he actually couldn't fly. When it came time for him and all of his siblings to fly north, Bolt kind of couldn't fly north because his wing was damaged because of a magical blast. And his mother screamed him out of the nest, and he flapped and he flapped and he flapped, but the hole in his wing just wouldn't, it wouldn't give way. So, he was kind of falling to his death. Little Pegasus Nova spread her wings, saved his life, and after that, the two went their separate ways, but Bolt's always had a special place in his heart for little Pegasus that saved him when he was a baby. But yeah, now I'm being a Mexican wrestler with this chest. Ole! Ole! And yeah, alright, thanks, and like I said, let me know if you like these and I'll do more. Bye!